right now because I know you definitely got a lot on your plate. Are congratulations in order for the launching of the website, Dave? Are you? Has anything changed from yesterday at the press conference where I noticed your optimism was a little bit tempered by your statements about the application and the site still having these bugs and glitches?
Well, you know me, I'm a realist. I don't want to say that everything is great and rosy when people are still having problems. And, you know, a lot of people have successfully submitted claims, and they've been congratulated, sending me messages. It's been easy and great. And then there's always some people that are also sending me that they're having problems. So, I'm happy that it's up and that we're starting to accept applications, and we're moving quickly with the payment side. So that'll be, I feel, solved very quickly. And we're putting in some extra integrity measures into the system to make sure that we try to curtail any of the fraud and the tens of millions of dollars that are being taken from in the States. So, USDOL has got some lessons learned, and they are asking us to put in some integrity into the payment side, and we're working with the software vendor, and they got some ideas. So we're putting in some added measures as we're building up the payments, and I hope that these internet fraud rings are made up of pretty smart people that are all they do for a living is try to steal data and steal dollars, and I'm hoping that we can keep them at bay, and we can just get all the money that Guam is given to the people of Guam.
Have you already seen people trying to, I guess, infiltrate the local program?
We are just starting to. Right now, we're just standing up GCC, getting that whole processing, the hotline and the phone numbers and call-in centers in place. We're trying to vet through the system all the bugs and the kinks, and making sure that the list, that list gets up so that the programmer can fix immediately. Mm-hmm. So we are, we're not ready to go in and look. We do have a couple things in there that we've seen, like we're flagging anything that looks off island, and especially foreign, and we can pull those lists out. We just got to go through to see if those are actually people that happen to be on Guam but moved to those foreign places. We just got to vet them out. So before any checks get cut, we will definitely go in and do a cursory look at some of these things, and that's so we can just call up different methods of all the off-island banks or all the people with foreign addresses, and we can get those lists printed out, and then we can kind of vet them and their companies if they're legal companies here on Guam. So we're trying to do that due diligence, balance that out. We're trying to get ready to help the people that have had problems with the site, so that we can go in and correct it so that they can continue on with the application. Mm-hmm. And like I said, we're continuously, DOA is moving with the check writing, working with the vendor. They're moving very quickly, and everything is starting to fall into place. So I feel good that we're moving forward quickly, and everything is moving. It's just I'm so happy that I was got GCC now, and I can call everybody and start training them. That quarantine has always been a thorn in my side.
Right. I heard you mention it during the press conference yesterday, Dave. Yeah. Did you get in trouble for that? Did you get in trouble for that?
No. I try to, I only speak the truth, my friend.
I know. Well, Dave, we're against the top of the hour, and we're going to play the tutorial video. Is there anything in closing that you want to add here before we let you go? Because I know we want to let you get to work. Yes, please take a couple more days. Let us get all those support mechanisms in place, and we're going to get a good tutorial, step by step, out there to help guide you. You're not going to get the money if you wait any faster than if you wait a couple days, and make sure that you get a clean application. And go out, get your bank accounts so you can do those EFTs,
so that we can get that money to you quicker. So let us get caught up with the system and let us get it clean and fixed and all working smoothly. All I'm asking is for a couple days, and you can go in and at least register your name and get a password, and we can and then stand by for hopefully a clean experience. Mm-hmm. I appreciate your time and effort, Sabrina and Chris.
Thanks, Dave. Wash your hands. Right.
Take care.
Okay. 8:01. So we're gonna actually play this tutorial that they kind of unveiled it during their press conference here, and as we heard from some of our own people, this process to apply very, what was the word you used? Cumbersome. Wow, that's the word for the day.
That's a Jason Solis word.
It's very cumbersome, and you actually have to apply for every week that you're out of work. So if you were out of work the whole time, then yeah, I think you would probably copy and paste a lot of it. But let's say you were out of work and then they brought you back with reduced hours. That's obviously going to have to be reflected in your application process. So again, this video courtesy the Department of Labor, and it is a tutorial on how to apply for the pandemic unemployment assistance. And again, we're KUAM FM in Agutnia, Guam. The KUAM News Takeover, Guam's favorite. It is containing COVID. Good morning.
Half a day. When it comes to applying for unemployment benefits as it relates to the Pandemic Unemployment Assistance and Federal Pandemic Unemployment Compensation Programs, the first thing you'll need to do is create an account and register on HireGuam.com. Utilizing this button rather than the Not Registered button at the upper right login box will ease the PUA registration process, as it was built specifically for the PUA program. The first page you'll see is the welcome page that explains the PUA program and the 10 scenarios of eligibility that caused unemployment. Read through it entirely, and if any pertain to you, click Next. Input your Social Security number and then re-enter to confirm. Notice at the top of the page, the eligibility section is completed and the registration process begins. In order to complete your registration process, you will be asked to provide the following: a username and password and select a security question, an email address, or if you don't have one, you will be required to create one with the link provided, your residential and mailing address if different, your preferred notification method to receive benefit notices and updates, any prior military or current military service, education, occupation, your preferred payment method, such as direct deposit or paper check. Now, if you opt for direct deposit, you will need to supply your bank account and routing number. And since these benefits are taxable, whether or not you would like your taxes withheld. When you see the page notifying you to proceed to make your PUA claim, you have completed the registration process and may continue to the work history portion of the claims process. Input your last employer data, job title, and employment information. When the system prompts you to enter your last day worked, make sure you enter the date in which your employment status was directly affected by COVID-19. For example, if you were furloughed on April 1st, 2020, but have since returned to work, you will enter April 1st and not yesterday. Complete the rest of your work history information and add as many past employers as needed. Once completed, you will be required to certify that all information is true and correct, that you are responsible to keep informed of program benefits and reading program material, and that you acknowledge that any false statements are punishable by law and could result in a fine, imprisonment, restitution, and a loss of future benefits. Read through PUA's to-do list and take note of the following. Immediately file your weekly claim. Report all income for the week to include tips, commissions, and gratuities, even if you have not yet been paid. If you return to your normal pre-pandemic work hours or return to work and make over $494, you must stop filing a weekly claim. You must be able and available for work. If you are offered your job back and refuse for a non-COVID related reason, you are no longer eligible to receive PUA benefits. And at PCOR 3, you must look for work by contacting at least 3 different employers about job openings. Be sure to upload a valid government-issued ID and supporting documents to strengthen your claim. Congratulations! You have completed the PUA claim filing process. It's time to file your weekly claim. Click on the File Your Weekly Claim button to proceed. Read through the explanation of the weekly certification process and advisories before proceeding. Notice that the weekly certification process begins the week in which you claimed as your last day of work. Answer each page honestly and input additional information as required. However, if you have since returned to work, be sure that on the weekly claim of the day you returned, you adjust your weekly earnings accordingly. Congratulations! You have filed your weekly claim. Make sure you file for all previous weeks you were affected to present. Now continue to file every week thereafter to receive unemployment benefits for those weeks. For more information on how the Guam Department of Labor can assist you, visit our website at dol.guam.gov.